Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. More Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Alright, if you were with us last time, we solved... Actually, that was the time before that where we solved the case of a serial killer in Kuttenberg. Last time, we actually freed Sir Capon. And met up with our allies, and Sir Capon went with them, and they sent us back here to infiltrate the... city council meeting, basically. We're not going to do that today. We're actually going to do the other main quest that we've kind of put on the back burner for quite a while. After we freed the Dry Devil, is that his name? The Dry Devil? Yeah, the Dry Devil. We need to actually return to this area to ask Kubienka? I don't know. I guess we'll see if he says his name. About the rest of his crew. So I'm going to fast travel up there now. And we're going to hope that we can get there without too many stops. Thank you guys for watching these videos. I hope you're enjoying this combination of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and PGA Tour 2K25. Wolves, you come across a man who's suddenly wolves of... Okay, alright, so we're going to be dealing with some fucking wolves, which are a pain in my ass, actually. Alright, we got at least 2 wolves.
Help!
Hey, chill out.
Ah!
Let's see if we can get one of these wolves. Oh, there's 3 of them. All right, come on. Come on. So with wolves, you want to... Oh, we kicked that motherfucker. All right. Nice. Hey, he's fighting with us, man. This guy's brave. He kicked him. All right, let's go. Come on. That wolf might be running away, dude. Just let him run. Nope, he is not running away. He's circling you now, dude. Alright, we saved you. You better give us all of your fucking money. Let's see.
Holy shit. That was a close one. Thank you. I'd have been shredded to pieces if it wasn't for you. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you should probably reward me.
You're right. I'd say you owe me.
What? Oh, yes, I see. Here, take it. It's not much, I know, but it's the best I've got. And thank you again.
All right, 5 groschen. You know what? Just for that shit, we're gonna fucking kill this dude. Oh, he found us! Oh!
No, I'll give up!
Alright, we'll let you go for now, you fucker. This is cool. They got their own setup and everything here. I'm just trying to figure out what I can and can't do at this camp. I don't know if I'm a part of their...
God bless you.
God bless you. Jesus. Alright, let's see what's going on. Excuse me, sir, while you're in the bath... Oh my god. Tell me about the people in your gang.
You said you were going to tell me more about the Devil's former band.
Has the lost Liechtenstein surfaced yet?
I'm here, aren't I?
Anyway, only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shitstorm, and it's not certain they are still alive. As far as I know, Matthew, Bohuta, Raniak, Janosch, and Eder survived. I only know where to find Bohuta. And maybe Matthew. But who knows?
Okay, well, let's start with him since you know where he is.
Tell me about Bohuta first. Who is he, anyway?
Well, Bohuta, he was always in trouble. Angry as a dog and covered in bruises. He and his brother could drink all the beer in the inn. Just the 2 of them. Then they would make a terrible ruckus.
It sounds like you 3 would get along well. But you said his brother was dead.
Yes, he died right before Bohuta's eyes. Not pretty. Bohuta has been acting weird ever since. He dropped everything overnight and turned to prayer. As if he was scared of being next in line.
Okay, where
can I find Bohuta?
At the rectory in Grunt. He helps out with the church.
Did you ever see him again after they caught the devil?
Yeah. But there was no reasoning with him.
Do you think it'll be different now?
Look, I don't know. Maybe when he hears the devil's back, he will come to his senses. But I doubt it.
Alright, we'll try to talk to him.
I'll go over there and try to talk him into it. There's no harm in trying.
But be careful. Bahuta was never far from giving someone a beating. Maybe he's still got that in him. It was Slavic who kept him from ending up on the gallows because of a fight. Oh, but he's already with the Lord.
All right. So now let's go ahead and ask about Matthew.
Now tell me something about this Matthew fella. Someone with a name like that surely can't be all bad.
The name may be pretty, but he's as ugly as sin. You better not stare at him too much. It is not good for your stomach.
That's
He's also a
hilarious.
damn willy bastard. People say he likes to rob on trade routes, telling his victims he's collecting tax for the king.
And where do I find him?
I hear there's someone robbing merchants on the roads near Miskovitz. That would be fitting for him. Maybe the bailiff can tell you more. It's practically happening in his yard.
Okay, so we could talk to the bailiff.
If he's so crooked, why did you take him into your band in the first place?
Nasty characters are more suited to our line of work. It is much harder to convince good people to do bad things.
I'm not afraid of dirty work. Sometimes there's just no other option.
Hear, hear. If it bothers you, there's no place for you with the devil.
Okay. All right. So now we have at least two guys we're going to be looking for. Let's see what he has to say about the
What
rest.
about the rest of the band? You mentioned more than one person.
Of course. That leaves Janos, Ada, and Raniek. I don't know where they are, but I can tell you about them.
Should we learn about them now, or should we find the other guy? Let's just... We're already here.
Who is this Adder? What kind of nickname is that, anyway?
Oh, that's easy. He's called Ada because he can't keep his snake in his breeches. Oh, he's Polish. He does not speak our tongue, so only Janos can speak to him, really. But otherwise, he's a fucking hilarious. And when shit gets tough, he can really handle it.
Okay.
Do you know where he could be?
I have no idea. But if you find Janos, Ada will be nearby. The two of them are practically inseparable.
All right. We're not going to ask that, because we only communicate with him through Janusz. I already know the answer. Let's ask about Janusz.
Tell me about this Janos.
Janos? He's from Hungary. He speaks like a Tatar, but at least you can understand him a little, unlike Ada.
And how did he get here? Did he defect from Sigismund?
Not at all. He did something back home, had the gallows waiting for him, so he fled to Moravia. He was having the time of his life until recently. Wine, women, and song. But now he has problems because people take him for a human. But if you knew how he can cook, give him a dead rat and half a carrot, and he will cook you a 3-course dinner.
Nice.
How can I recognize this Janos?
Like I said, he looks a bit like a human. He speaks almost like we do, but in a queer way, where you talk to him. You will definitely notice it.
Okay.
I'm already liking this Janos. I think we'll get along well.
Janos, why?
I like good food.
I like good food too. Life is always better with a full stomach.
You two will surely get along then. Janos has seen a lot of the world, tasted everything. If you let him, he will talk about it all day long.
I can't believe I disrupted this dude's bath. Let's ask just about this guy.
Tell me more about this Raniek.
Raniek has a great aim, slightly better than me even. Oh, and that bow of his, I tell ya, is a masterpiece. That is how you will know it is him.
How did he get that bow?
How do you think? He won it playing dice, but that was the first and last time he ever won anything. If anyone is really unlucky, it is him. But he would not stop if you were to cut off his hands.
We don't know. He doesn't know where to find him, but let's just ask.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
Oh, I don't know anything about him. Try asking around at inns where they play dice. It is possible he lost his hose in one of them.
Okay.
Did you ever see him again after the devil was captured?
Oh, just once. He wanted me to lend him money. He did not have any to bet with. But I was skint and looking for a way to get the devil out of jail. Either way, I told him to fuck off, and he listened to me.
Alright. Well, let's
Thanks.
get out of here.
I'll go and look for them.
They may sound like a bunch of morons as I tell it, but they will be damn useful to us. Good luck!
Nice. Alright, get back in your bath. Game saved. So what we're going to do is actually look for, oh, he might be right here. This guy. So we're actually going to fast travel here because he actually knows this is where he is. So let's go ahead and fast travel there. Is this him? It is him.
Praised be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.
Excuse me. Are you Bahuta by any chance?
That's right, I am. If you're here to right old wrongs, be my guest. God knows I deserve it.
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil sent me to see if you would rejoin his band.
He is free, and he still hasn't learned. Anyway, tell him I'm definitely not going back to that life.
Why don't you want to go back?
I want to reform myself, to redeem myself before the Lord God, and to earn his absolution. There is no way to do that if I am with the devil.
I'd like to find the rest of the devil's pack. Do you know anything about any of them?
Just Ranyek. It has been a few days since he was here.
Oh.
What did he want from you?
He was begging me for some coin. He said he had a game in Pshitoki, and that he would definitely win this time. As always.
Yeah, okay. So we know where he is.
Ranyek still hasn't given up dice, eh?
That fella will never learn, and he's already lost everything. He won a really nice bow once, and he's had nothing but bad luck ever since.
Well, we know where he's in that Pichaki place.
Do you know where I could find him now?
Last time he told me he had a game arranged in Pshitoki. Maybe he's still
Pshitoki.
there.
Okay, we'll look for him.
Thanks. Hopefully I'll find him there. I'll be on my way. I probably won't convince you anyway.
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray for the devil's soul together. God knows he needs it badly.
Oh, sure.
We can. Though I don't know if it'll help anything.
Every soul can be reformed if it so desires and sincerely repents of its sins. Look at me. I used to kill, drink, spend nights with whores, but I learned that it was the wrong way, and now I'm trying to make amends.
Why all of a sudden?
Come pray with me and I'll tell you.
Well,
Hey,
where'd you go?
Get involved with the devil anyway.
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Zizka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But if you came to the Devil's Den, I'll tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but
Nah.
I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
I trust Žižka to know what he's doing. He knows the devil pretty well.
Zizka is slightly less of a bastard than the devil. I don't know how he can stand him. The ends justify the means, I suppose. When your neck is on the line, you'd better be sure those two bastards are worth it.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
At my brother's grave. Well, here we are.
Okay, so what do you want to do, dude? I'm right here. Oh, a talk. Okay.
Is that Slavek's grave?
You know my brother's name?
Aye. Kubienka told me about you both.
Aye, we were in the band together, but the priest was kind enough to let me bury him here.
Was that important to you?
It was. When Slavik was killed and the band broke up, I didn't know what to do. Father Havel put a roof over my head and showed me a completely different life than I had known before then. Together with my brother, I buried my past here, and vowed over his grave that I would never harm another living soul.
This is where you want to pray for the devil?
Here is where I found reconciliation and peace of mind. Where else should I pray for the devil to find his own?
Why did you decide to leave everything behind and start a new life here?
Because of my brother, I was with him in his last moments. He was completely overcome with horror. I never thought he could be so scared.
But you must have been used to seeing death.
He did not fear death, but what comes next. He knew the kind of life he had led, and everything he was responsible for. Now he's paying for it. It may be foolish, but I believe that if I reform myself before the Lord God, he might forgive Slavic too.
Don't you want to help the devil?
That's not up to me. He has to help himself. I can only pray for him.
Too bad. I was hoping I could convince you. So was the devil.
I thought you said you wanted to pray for the devil.
Oh. Aye, all right. Let's pray for him together then.
Yes, that would be best. Aye, but it's Latin, so listen carefully and repeat after me. Pater Noster, qui isn't careless, sanctify cater, or no man's tomb. Adventet ad rectum to whom, fet voluminous to her, seek it, inhale it, enter her. Your turn now.
Let's just repeat.
Pater Noster, qui isn't careless, sanctify cater, or no man's tomb. Adventit at rectum, to whom fate voluminous to her, seek it, inhale it, enter her.
That's right. Here's the rest of it. Panem most room. Quote, idi.
Panum nostrum
Quote, are you serious?
Oh,
You're
God.
saying it all wrong.
Look at
I
this.
won't have any moron correcting me.
I was just trying to
Pray
help.
for a quick
Oh,
death,
oh,
you
oh.
bastard.
Okay, all right, this is fun. Let's go ahead and do this. Dude, you don't
Good
understand who
man,
I am, do you?
wounded.
Yeah, no shit. You're gonna get fucked up, dude. Come on. Oh, what the hell did I not? Oh, man, he's fucking me up. Oh, why am I not?
I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh, it's because of
you
my
shit.
stamina. Okay, come on then. Let's get warmed up together. Bring it.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck you. I didn't expect this.
Christ, I'm hit.
Yeah, you are. You're gonna get hit way more too, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Fuck you.
Oop. Oh man, I'm glad I didn't throw a punch there because I.
Better not forget about. Better not forget about that council assembly.
Oh shit! I have. That's a time thing. That's a time thing. I did not know that. Oh god. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck, man, I have to do that. Oh, we're talking to. Oh, all right.
Glad
Go
to
back.
see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like.
Catherine.
I need to get into the city council assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
What kind of pig will sit in here?
Let's say this, because Sigismund is his king.
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king.
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell the truth.
Filthy again. Damn it.
I want to know what Sigismund tells the council. I hear it'll be important.
You want to spy? Do you know what you're risking? And what I'd be risking?
This guy's a-
Forget it.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
Christ, this day is never
That sounds good. That's not for you to decide. Let's just do
All right.
the deal.
That seems like a fair deal.
You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Okay.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
Okay, where do I get that?
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is Zum Eisernen Adler.
Okay. So there's sounds like a few options.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
I'll be going then. See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
Sounds like a plan. So find out, obtain the king's waiter's certificate. Obtain the king's waiter's clothes.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start headed towards... I wonder if we can get him, like, super drunk. Looks like he might be upstairs. Yeah, that's a guard right there. So it's this place, then? Is he sleeping? Oh my gosh, he is. So we have an opportunity to just rob this guy, I think. Okay. Alright, we just stole that. So now I need to figure out... Did he have keys on him? Now we need to figure out the clothing thing. So maybe I can buy the clothes from the tailor when they're open. Tailor. Here's another tailor.
I hear one Franta Cooldown is supposed to come and pick up new clothes from you.
Aye, the finest. I spent the best part of 2 weeks working on them, and damn near left my fingers on them as buttons. But it was worth it. With clothes like that, he wouldn't be ashamed to stand before the king himself.
As it happens, you hit the nail on the head. Franta asked me to pick up those clothes for him.
Really?
He gave me a certificate. See? It's got his name on it.
I was hoping he'd try them on one last time before final adjustments. But, very well then.
Nice, dude. Oh my god. So the waiter's hat. Okay. Let's just get the hell out of here. That worked out really well that we did it in that order. Let's go ahead and switch the clothes here to this one. The royal waiter's hat. What was this one? Royal waiter's coat and must be royal waiter. Here we go. The hose of a royal waiter. There we go. Where? Who? What? Is it in here? This guy.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming. What's wrong with him?
He's sick.
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns, praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
Oh, that's enough. All right. At least you're here.
We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on.
So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. There is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are?
For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Okay, I'm happy to learn.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way.
In short, behave as if you're not there.
But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double.
You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
To stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something.
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh?
What?
I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you.
Besides
Understood?
Zaritz. Ow! I just hit my hand on my dad.
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all. Not some street gossip monger.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary, but you'll manage it. Right?
I know what I need. Okay, let's do this.
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
Gutenberg City Council, morning. Alright, so, pouring wine. Okay, I didn't know this was going to be a whole thing here. Guests will order wine, either white or red, by calling out to you and raising their hand. If you're unsure, you can ask them to repeat their order. On the table in the corner of the room, you'll find 2 pitchers of wine. Take the one that one of the guests wants to pour and walk to his table with the pitcher. The chat will activate the option to pour wine for him. After serving the guest, you can return the pitcher or wait to see if the next guest wants the same wine. Be careful not to let guests wait too long or pour them a wine they didn't order. Repeated delays or mistakes won't be tolerated. Oh my god, okay.
The city reserves are in...
Where is the wine? It's right here. So that's red, that's white.
Our current Waffen arsenal is a joke. And on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it.
Boy, should like
the
some
town
white.
reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain.
White.
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher.
Boy, are you deaf or
Hand
something?
cannon.
Why?
Can you believe
White.
it? Where did they get them?
Is this not him? Dude, I'm already
What are
fucking
you
up.
implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them.
Sorry.
Herrgott. It is
Okay, I have to stand in front of them.
You smell a deal? What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few
I'd like some monastery
halberds.
wine.
And
Refill
who is
my
it you
cup,
want
boy.
to fight? Exactly.
Monastery wine. Oh, he can't have any.
Isn't it? Der König and his army will not be here.
I'm sorry, sir.
Shut up!
Orders from above.
The king can
This is
arrive at any moment.
unbelievable.
What have he heard?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
I fancy
right,
some
Elders.
Tokai. Refill,
But where
boy.
can we get the coin for better equipment?
You can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies.
I don't remember which is which.
More than familiar with the Yemeni
I think the
state of
monastery
our armory.
is the red.
And the king is surely
Hey,
aware of it
where's
as
my
well.
white?
Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
Sir?
He's the one that said this, right?
Well, thank the Lord.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean hey, waiter, pour me some monastery wine.
I'm sorry, sir. Orders from above.
This is
So
unbelievable.
the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right, Jerome. But a woman named Betty has showed up on Hopbrink and wants to repair the baths that used to be there.
She's
More
a
wine,
protege
Master
of
Bailiff.
Marish.
I have enough.
Her efforts are
Come
commendable,
closer.
but I don't think she will succeed.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
The
Okay,
Black
so
Death.
we're leaving.
A great many people died.
Silver goblet. Is it in here? This thing? Stolen cup.
Nice.
The wickedness that's going on in
silver
there.
might this be?
Keeping the city clean is important, but we don't have much.
So, did you find it?
Who is going to wash where?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
All right.
Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage.
I fancy
Ulrich,
some Tokai.
what have you got to say
Refill,
about
boy.
it?
Me?
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Hey, where's my white?
right here, dude.
Sir?
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard...
Oh, Vivek is talking.
Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city
Pour me red
gossiped
wine.
about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard caused any trouble.
The dog under the table? That's sick.
Sir?
That's true. Because if we don't do something
There's
about
another
it,
dog right there.
the king himself will put an end to it, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
I'm sorry, Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth?
A cup of bread.
Are you
And don't you
accusing
skimp
me
on
of
me.
lying?
Those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really
Sir?
happened?
I'm not keeping anything from you. There's
Well,
little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Todd and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If we really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword fighting school brought this custom
Waiter,
to us.
get me
That
what?
German, Menhard, is just hanging around the market looking for trouble.
I can't. Wait, you're different. No, you're not. Wait, was it him?
I apologise, sir. Which wine?
Are you deaf?
Are you saying it? Dude, that's weird. He didn't... It's hard to tell who said it there.
that.
Good, sir.
God, don't be a fucking...
Hang around me. Vanish.
Yes, I understand, you fucking asshole. God.
Whole town.
You can rest assured the whole town is already laughing at
come here for a
us all
moment.
day long. So what if they have one more reason?
Who?
My words exactly. The town council is squabbling constantly at the Emperor Charles.
Hey,
and no
boy,
one is left
a word.
unscathed.
Is this him?
Refill, sir.
Do you think I come to the council just to guzzle wine?
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
I'll go get him.
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But... why?
Because I'm bored. And because I told you. Get on with it.
This guy's a fucking asshole. Okay, so we're looking for his gloves. And
That was easy enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
on which mural? This thing here? Let's see. 1, 2. Wait, I don't know, dude. Are we talking about on here? Oh my god, dude. Well, let's see. There's 2 on this one, I think, right? And then on here... I don't see any. So maybe not. Unless it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my god. I don't know if I counted all these. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so 18, Oh my god, I don't know if I'm counting the right things, but we're gonna see.
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
Oh no. Let's say 22.
I counted 32.
Oh, I
That
read
many?
that wrong.
It seems a few more angels must have descended from heaven. For a royal waiter, you don't have much of a knack for counting.
I fucking said, I thought I said 22. It's probably 24. Because I got at least 18 or 19 when I was counting, right?
Waiter!
It's just a village
Pour me
with a
some
monastery, and they are going to mock a royal mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more
my
craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed?
Sir?
How long are we going to be doing this for?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city.
My guy's so tired. He's going to fall asleep.
And what would that be?
That would
Like,
be
for instance,
the worst possible time to fall asleep was during. Is there anything? Oh, I don't have any of my stuff. That's right.
that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
When
Hey,
hell
boy.
freezes over, my friend,
Full cup of
your
monastery
place
wine.
is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me. You wanted to buy yourself
Sir?
an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this
Good.
council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat from the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have,
You there,
they
lad,
would be
a
defeated
cup of
by
red,
that bunch of
and don't you
ne'er-do-wells
skip
from
on
the
that.
alehouse.
Cup of red.
Wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Sir?
Thank you.
All right. Man, this is much longer than I expected.
I'd forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
Oh, the dogs were on the table for a split second. Now we got a cutscene. He's checking out the chair.
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Get out of the way, Henry. Is this the first time we've ever seen the king? Oh, don't look right at him. He'll recognize you. Go pour his wine. Just don't make eye contact. Hopefully the other guy does not recognize us. We grew a beard since he last saw us. Nope, he did not.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Well, thank you for the reassurance, my king. Not my king, but you know what I mean.
Unlike this plan of false!
Oh God, what now? At that time, oh, I was late. I was late to that. Oh, okay, we're kind of looking. Oh, are we gonna play as Godwin? Bunch of familiar faces here. It's cool how excuse me. It's cool how it switches characters so
Now,
often.
Father, put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Alright. Let's go ahead and talk to these guys real quick. One of them's just right here. Oops, no, that's not him. Where is he? Samuel. Oh, they're outside? Must be. Okay, it must be one. It must be him then, huh?
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community.
They're Jewish.
I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Kuttenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all.
Yeah.
Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
Or maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children.
This
At
is
least
crazy.
None of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobila, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
This is crazy.
Good health.
L'chaim.
So that's Martin's son. His actual son, it seems? Maybe, we don't know. Alright, wow. Okay, we are learning some stuff here. What are we doing over here? Oh, yeah, okay.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
The last time was at Nabokov. And I'd be happy not to have to repeat it.
Ah, Indeed, I have heard it was a very unequal fight.
That's a fact. No one was expecting von Bergau to turn up with that diabolical invention.
Diabolical, perhaps, but in my opinion, it shall be the future of warfare. Perhaps one day the generals will sit back drinking wine, while such devices shall wage war for them.
Do you reckon the defense of Kuttenberg would have gone better if you had them? Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a farce to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Alright, let's see what happens here. We're probably going to end this one after this cutscene, whatever it is. Hopefully it gives us an opportunity.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Order! What is this music?
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Okay.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
As it happens, I've got nothing better to do anyway.
Excellent. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings?
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop.
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Hamann Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome. Because it would mean slow, but certain defeat for all of us.
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Botchek of Kunststadt. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a...
A male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her. And that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
Okay.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Success to our plans.
Alright. So we should be... Alright, we're at a point where we can stop. We're actually going to stop right here and continue on with Father Godwin, sorry, next time. So I appreciate you watching, and hopefully we'll be able to see what happens with Henry in the next part as well. Thank you for watching. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'm actually have a part 20 of this just posted. This is part 22, and for some reason or another, I'm getting hit with something on part 20. It might be the thumbnail. I don't know. So go see if you could see that part. Give it a thumbs up so it can maybe be seen by some more people, and I really appreciate that. And if you really want to help out, subscribe to the channel. Anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.